I'm honored to introduce Antone Minthorn from the Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation. Antone?
Tatsumewi inim himyuma kalautiwama. Good morning, my friends and relatives and governor. Good to see you. My name is Antone Minthorn. Imakas Kaun, and I am the chairman of the Board of Trustees for the Confederated Tribes of Umatilla. My grandfather on my father's side was Gilbert Minthorn, Pitamenan Semuktuluin, and his home place was the Grand Ronde Valley around the Minam River area. My mother says Gilbert Minthorn was a Walamutkin and he was a Cayuse. My grandmother on my father's side was Modesta Kaiwipats, or Wintiton Mai, and she was a Nez of the Lamatapo band. The Lamatapo band is a white bird band, and her people lived at the cul-de-sac or cultus in Cultus, Idaho. Iwetemlaykin, as described, the property borders the Nez National Historical Park, site of old Chief Joseph gravesite and cemetery to the south. The site is in a sacred place of the people of the Confederated Tribes of the Colville, Nez Reservation of Washington State, Confederated Tribes of Umatilla in Oregon, and the Nez Tribe of Idaho. The site contains 62 acres. I come from a place on the Umatilla Indian Reservation called Thorn Hollow. It is about 15 miles east of the city of Pentland, Oregon, and in the river valley in the Blue Mountains. By the way, the city of Pentland is a part of the original 1855 Treaty Reservation. I mention Thorn Hollow because it is where the descendants of the Chief Joseph Band live, and there is a cemetery there up on a mountainside called Red Elk. Also north above Thorn Hollow is the home place of the young chief, who was a key negotiator for the Cayuse at the 1855 treaty and was successful in winning the Umatilla Indian Reservation. The young chief was a brother of Chief Joseph. Furthermore, my mother told me that the young chief had visitors on occasion that came from the Wallowa Valley. Those visitors were the Redcoat Warriors, that is Red Moxon Tops, or Sopsisilbilp, Shore Crossing, or Walleye Tits, and Strong Eagle, Tepialana Cups. The last time they came to visit with the young chief, they informed him they would not be coming back to visit anymore, that this would be the last time. The three Redcoat Warriors were killed in the 1877 Nez Perce War. When the land use controversy regarding the Mar property first came up, and we were contacted by some concerned citizens living here in the Wallowa Valley that there would be zoning, planning hearings at Enterprise, Oregon, we decided to attend to understand what was happening. From that time on, we opposed any development near the old Joseph gravesite. However, on one of our first trips to the from the Umatilla Indian Reservation to the Wallowa Valley, we stopped at a rest park along the Wallowa River. While we were there resting, one of the delegation was reminiscing about coming through on the same route as a child, but on horseback. She recollected that they were headed to the Imnaha River. I thought it was of interest to hear someone from my generation who made the trip on horseback. I would reckon that would be during the 1930s. The Wallowa Lake and Wallowa Valley is a loved place for the Nez Perce, Cayuse, and Palouse tribes because they fought so hard and died to keep it. It is a home of the Wallowa Chief Joseph Band of Nez Perce, to which the other tribes have close ties. Moreover, it is important to understand these events in modern times so our children can know and respect this history. Finally, the Wallowa Valley and Wallowa Lake are important historical sites for all Native Americans, the state of Oregon, and the United States of America. A great war was fought against overwhelming odds, and the Indians held their own and won many pitched battles before the surrender in Montana. We are proud of our warriors and chiefs and the people who fought that war for us. This is our homeland, and will always have a place of highest honor for them. That is the meaning of this dedication and blessing. Iwetemlaykin State Heritage Site. And I want to thank highly the Umatilla tribes, the Colville tribes, the Nez Perce tribes, and the Oregon State Parks Trust, and the National Park Service. The Yoko Kalo Inch Echwatsa Kaitsiyao. That is all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Antone. And we also have Frank Andrus from the Colville tribe who would like to say a couple words. All right.
Tashala Oikalo. Kinapaita in Kuni Mipu. Lamtai West Kunikin Matoilat Katnip Inaknik. Kinapaita. Das nicht. Kuat inim kutsikin, the couch you toss it, Coato, Kuat, Chukwesa. Yeah, I'm glad to be here. I'm Iwetemlaykin of the Chief Joseph Band. And I never knew what had taken place here until a little later of our sacred area that was desecrated. And I felt very bad to desecrate a sacred land. And my main thought today is that it'll never happen again under the care that this is all planned by all the different groups that were involved. My prayer is that I'll never see that again, of a great hurt. Was very, very, very hurt inside when I heard what had happened. It was desecrated, and that's something that I would not like to see no more. But I'm thankful that we can all that are involved can work together for the good and make the area like it should be, honorable and acceptable in the sight of our Creator. He gave us a land long ago, just as we have said, into 11,000 years of time we have been here. And I'm glad I'm back here and to be able to represent our Chief Joseph Band of the Colville Confederated tribes. Thank you.
Getting a lot closer to cutting the ribbon here. The sun's coming out. We're going to be able to enjoy the park in the bright sunshine of Wallowa County here just very shortly. A few people I would like to additionally thank. Stephanie Striffler, the Board of Trustees of the Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla. Also Bobby Connor, who I saw here someplace a minute ago.
Right here.
I knew you were somewhere. Bobby, not only representative of the Confederated Tribes of Umatilla, but a former State Parks Commissioner. So we're glad to see you here, Bobby. Naomi Stacy, J.D. Williams, Kerry Miller, and also a former State Parks employee, Dave Wright, wherever Dave is. Where's Dave? Dave was... Where is Dave? Oh, there you are. Dave's still as short as he used to be, but Dave was an integral, played an integral role in negotiating the terms that brought this transaction to pass, and so we thank Dave for what he's contributed. All right. Lots of scissors, one ribbon on the count of three. Let's see who's got her open here.
Okay, we'll wait.
Ready to go? 1, 2, 3.
Look at that.